Positive Pineapple / Junk Food King, happiest person in, or pineapple in California. And welcome to Pineapple Interview, where the most important person in the world is you. And I only want to interview the most important person, and that is you. How do we do that when we're not even going to meet each other? Well, great question. And it's done by asking questions. So the question today on Pineapple Interview is, how do you measure happiness? How do you know if you're making progress? Right? How do you know? Because the crazy thing is, there's measurements for financial success. That's an easy one. How much money do you have? If you're broke, you're doing shitty. If you got money, you're doing good. If you got a hell of a lot of money, you're doing hella good. Right? Think of school. How do they measure performance at school? By grades. Right? There's measurements for school. And then how? How do they know, or how do you know that you're making, how do they measure your performance at work? By giving you promotions. Simple as that. If you don't get a promotion, you're not performing as well. And you probably got politics as well, working against you. But there's measurements for so many different things, especially fitness. But with that in mind, how come there's nothing for happiness? How come there's no measurement for happiness? When, in fact, would you agree that if you were happier, would you perform and do way better at every aspect of your life? In every area of your life, you would do way more. You would do way better. So, let's get to it. How do we measure happiness? Very simply, I like to say, start by putting out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the question I love to ask is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how did you feel happiness-wise on Monday? This is an example. Person said 7. Tuesday, how did you feel? 1 to 10, 0 to 10. Felt like a 5, Peter. That's what I felt like. On Wednesday, they felt like a 6. On Thursday, they felt like a 3, and then a 5, 5, 5. Now that you got some numbers up there, what the hell does that even mean? Right? You know how you felt through these days. But how did you feel for the week? Easy. Add up all these, you get 36. Divide that by 7, and you get 5.14. This was your happiness level for the week. Right? Not too bad. Something to track. Now, how did you feel for the month? Easy. You do this for 4 weeks. And week 2, you were a 6.3. Week 3, you were a 4.2. And week 4, you were a 5.5. So what were your happiness levels for the month? Easy. Add all 4 of these, divided by 4, and you get 5.29. Now this was your happiness level for the month. Now what about quarterly? How did you feel happiness-wise quarterly? Easy. You take 5.29, that's the first quarter, or for the first month. Second month, you were a 6.6. Third month, you were a 5.9. Now, how do you measure for the quarter? Add these up, divide by 3, and you were a 5.93 happiness-wise. Simple, right? Trackable. You know you're making progress. Look at that. You were a 5.14 for the week, 5.29 for the month. You actually increased. 5.93 for the quarter. Now, what about for the year? So you take this 5.93 for the first quarter, 6.93 for the second quarter, 4.8 for the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, you were a 5.1. 5.1. And for the year, you were a 5.5. that was your happiness level. If you were to be able to track this for the entire year, even for a month, it would change your life. It will change your life. But this number is just a number. How do you scale it? What is the measurement? Simple. I love to say 0 to 2. You know what the happiness level is? It's screaming for help. 2 to 4, you're sorting things out. You're still figuring out, you're making choices. You're making choices that are going against your happiness and your truth. 5 to 8, you're doing hella good. And if you're 8 to 10, 4 to 8, 8 to 10, you're an angel. It's effortless for you to be happy. You get down, but you just spike right back up because you know and you have a strategy on how to bounce back every single time. Every single time life throws a challenge or an inconvenience or a problem your way, this person right here is able to spin it positively and continue pressing forward and crushing their life and still living a fulfilled life. That's what this is. But this is how you measure it. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. I've never seen anything out there, but this is how I measure my happiness. And hopefully this will help you. Always love from me to you. Hella smiles. And remember everyone, please, please, stay magical.